Ayad masulong mga bata, iman to buntaga, na baya-bayaa ta nakadinikaw, aron mamaliman mahitungod hu kultura. In English, good morning children! I am so glad to be with you this morning because we're going to talk about culture. Before we start to our discussion this morning, let me introduce myself first. So I am Mr. Jericho A. Kayamok, a student from Northern Bukidnon State College, second year.
Hello, children. Welcome to our discussion. So this morning, we are going to talk about culture. So before we start our discussion, let us define first what is culture. So culture is defined as the shared patterns of behaviors and interactions, cognitive constructs, and affective understanding that are learned through a process socialization. So these shared patterns identify the members of our culture group while also distinguishing those of another group. So where's the culture or where's the term culture came from? So the word culture derives from a French term, which in turn derives from the Latin culere, which means to tend to the earth and grow, or cultivation and nurture. So these are the two types of culture. First, material culture. Secondly, we have non-material culture. So material culture refers to the concrete and tangible things that man creates and uses. So they range from prehistoric stone tools of primitive man to the most advanced computer of the modern man. So one of the example of the tangible things, or what we're going to say is, we are going to touch it, or the things that we are going to touch. Just like, for example, infrastructures, paintings, or anything. So it is one of the example of material culture. Next, non-material culture. It consists of words people use, the habits they follow, the ideas, customs, and behavior that any society professes and to which they strive to conform. Laws, techniques, lifestyle, are knowledgeable or included too. So the example of non-material culture are our traditions, beliefs, and also the laws or techniques and also our lifestyle. So there are four major elements of culture. These are symbolism, language, norms, values, and artifacts. So first, we have symbolism. So every culture is filled with symbols or things that stand for something else that often evoke various reactions and emotions. Some symbols are actually types of non-verbal communication, while other symbols are in fact material objects. So here's the example.
Let's look at the nonverbal symbols. So, a common one is shaking hands. So, which is done in some societies but not in others. So, it commonly conveys friendship and is used as a sign of both greeting and departure. So, probably all societies have nonverbal symbols we can call gestures, movements of the hands, arms, or other parts of the body that are meant to convey certain ideas or emotions. However, the same gesture can mean one thing in one society and something quite different in another society. So, just like for example, so in the United States, or we're just going to talk about in our place. So in our place, for example, if we nod our head up and down, just like this, up and down, we mean yes. So, and if we shake it back and forth, just like this, we mean no. Am I right? Alright. So, another one. So, but however, in the other places, so in other places, nodding means no. So while shaking our head back and forth means yes. So another one. So I think I just discovered it in United States while watching videos in YouTube. So United States, if we make an O by putting our thumb and forefinger together, we mean okay. But the same gesture in certain parts of Europe or signifies an obscenity. So thumbs up in the United States means great or wonderful. Like wow. It's like but in Australia it means the same thing as extending the middle finger in the United States. So certain parts of the Middle East and Asia would be offended if they saw you using your left hand to eat because they use the left hand for bathroom hygiene. So did you listen? So we therefore conclude that we have different gestures with different meanings, right? Because we have different culture or symbolism.
Secondly, we have norms. Norms is cultures differ widely in their norms or standards and expectations for behaving. So there's the explanation.
Norms. So norms are often divided into two types, formal norms and informal norms. So also called mores or mores, and laws refer to the standards of behavior considered the most important in any society. Examples, I also watch this in the YouTube. In the United States include traffic laws, criminal codes, and in college context, students' behavior codes addressing such things as cheating and hate speech. So, next is informal norms, also called folkways and customs, refers to standards of behavior that are considered or less important but still influence how we behave. And table manners are a common example of informal norms, as are such everyday behaviors.
Next, we have values. Values are another important element of culture and involve judgments of what is good or bad, undesirable or undesirable. Lastly, we have language. So language, perhaps our most important set of symbols, is language.
So that's it for today, children. I hope you've learned something from me about culture. So once again, I am Mr. Jericho A. Kayomok, second year college from Section K. Thank you for watching. Bye!